Happy Groundhog Day, everybody. I mean, happy Groundhog Day again. See, that video I made about the Groundhog Day puppet play, I actually filmed that on Monday, January 31st, and Groundhog Day is on Wednesday. How funny is that? Yeah. Fortunately, I escaped that Monday, and I no longer have COVID-19 anymore. But yeah, happy Groundhog Day, everybody. All this snow that you see today is a good reminder of what we're fighting for, or what we need to. You got to vote for your vote for. If you're a progressive person, you got to vote for your progressive local representatives and to pass reasonable climate legislation and regulation. And I have some special guests who will can help us out with that. Come follow me. Yeah, there they are. Classic Higglytown Heroes. I mean, kids learning from everybody else on how to be Higglytown Heroes. Now, the great thing about people who care about saving the earth is we already have 2 search engines that could help us with that. There's Ecosia, a search engine that uses its profits to pay people to plant trees, and then which was launched in December 2009, and then there's Ocean Hero, which another search engine that was launched a lot more recently in, I'm guessing, 2019 or 2020. Yeah, Ocean Hero is a search engine that pays people to remove plastic from the ocean. And yeah. Now, the channel Our Changing Climate has taught us that many billionaires or celebrities who could save us from climate change, and even Elon Musk makes us electric cars. They won't save us from climate change, or at least, we can't solely depend on them to do it, because even though they have the money to do so, it's not really profitable to the lifestyles like that. So basically, I guess, yeah, the point is, yeah, if you're a wealthy YouTuber who cares about saving the earth, such as Mr. Beast or Optimus, if you're a good if you're a nice YouTube person who has over 1 million subscribers, then yeah, it would be really nice if we should all put together our combined wealth to either fund the IRS enough to tax the wealthy who keep avoiding it, or to tax the richest people who keep avoiding the IRS, or to pay for the new infrastructure that we're all in desperate need of having, especially late into this coronavirus pandemic. Fortunately, I came up with a very good solution for that stuff thanks to Twinkle. Twinkle and Pizza Guy are both the main Higglytown Heroes characters that I tried to be. I mean, I've already told you why I wanted to be Twinkle in a previous video, but I also wanted to turn into Pizza Guy because he really knows how to be a gentleman when it comes to delivering pizza. He's a friendly pizza delivery guy who always keeps a positive attitude and always polite with his customers. I should keep that in mind when I start working at my pizza. Anyhow, so yeah, here's what I did. Oh yeah, on April 22nd, 2024, I plan to I want to have an Earth Day. I want to celebrate Earth Day with Liliana Mumy and the rest of the Higglytown Heroes cast. I thought it would be good to reunite. It would be nice to have a Higglytown Heroes reunion close to its 20th anniversary and on Liliana Mumy's 30th birthday, which is April 16th. I have this, the Gravity Falls comic 2013 Comic Con inspired me to write a mini scene like that for Higglytown Heroes, which I would pitch to Liliana Mumy's agent. So yeah, what happens in the story is, Twinkle has a plan to start a search. So yeah, when Twinkle learns, on Earth Day at school, Twinkle's and their friends and the rest of Miss Friend's class, they learn about global warming from Wiki and Teeny. Kip Sisters from Helpful Spider Scouts, and the Wiki and Teeny tell what they do to help the planet on Earth Day. On Earth Day and the week following, and the span of the week following Earth Day, they plant 422 trees. And Twinkle's worried about the polar ice caps because she'd still like to be one of Santa Claus's helpers again when she grows up and she's old enough to live on her own. So that's when she writes to Pix asking if there's some. She writes to Pix about this, and then Pix, the elf from the North Pole that you've seen in Twinkle's Wish, he writes back to Twinkle and and tells her about how they have magical trees that turn carbon dioxide into coal to punish naughty people who polluted Earth, with a note warning them that the coal will always find that their carbon emissions will always catch up with them and finally back to them in the form of this coal they turn back solid. So that inspires Twinkle to come up with a plan where she's going to also make billions of dollars by inventing a search engine called capice, which is spelled exactly like the Italian word capiche. But first, they need $10 million. They need to have a fundraiser for $10 million so that they can buy a private plane from trillionaire and billionaire in Higgly City, and they'd use the $10 they were given for their private plane to convert their oil factory into a wind-powered to a thing that produces those wind-powered turbine things, renewable energy, and then Twinkle, being Twinkle, gets a bunch of monkey wrench monkeys to dismantle the private plane and turn it into the machine they need for their capiche search engine. It would turn rising sea levels back into. It would bring down the rising sea levels by turning the rising oceans back into glaciers and polar ice caps. And they hold a fundraiser at the Uncle Emo's Diner to get the $10 million they need to buy the plane. And then Twinkle gets help from a computer scientist named Dylan, who's going to be voiced by Liliana Mumy's dad, Bill Mumy. When I unite the voice actors, strike voice actors who have a part in the script to read it. Yeah, and then so Dylan and Twinkle work on the capice search engine together, and Twinkle is happy to finally have completed her hero's journey and become a Higglytown hero by working hard to improve her ideas after a fan points out a problem in it. We fixed it in Twinkle's Wish. Now, but yeah, this is definitely an idea I'd love to pitch to Liliana Mumy's agent and the people at Wild Brain Studios if I happen to find them on once I have enough money to pay for a vacation to Los Angeles. Hope to meet them and learn what they know, from like when they meet Higglytown Heroes. And it would be really nice to ask, and it would be really nice to get an answer from them on if they wish, looking back, if they wish Twinkle got to be a Higglytown Hero at the end of the series. I mean, chances are they probably, Liliana Mumy or one of Higglytown's co-creators would probably tell me yes, since they'd probably say yes to that, since Kathy Wesluck told me that she wanted Spike to have a My Little Dragon spin-off that he never got. To have this ancient mean wish that Minty would get to meet Rarity. And if she wanted Minty to come back and introduce magic G3 videos. But yeah, everyone who cares about saving the planet or saving our government, everyone who's made billions of dollars on YouTube, I think it's important that we combine our wealth to pay off our national debt, which is reached 30 trillion yesterday. I mean, I'd love to become a trillionaire just to make a dent in that debt. Skulls Rock taught me all this in the Tyrannosaurus debt, like back when the debt was just $6 trillion. You know how else if you're really lucky, you could become a trillionaire the way if you get really lucky if you're really lucky, you could become a trillionaire the way Jack Johnson did in an episode of Blackest There yesterday, Ashy to Classy, by becoming a famous internet meme that'll cause a lot of people to want you to perform gigs for them. That would be a terrific way to become a trillionaire and pay off our national debt. What are the chances of that happening? 1 in a trillion. But hopefully one of you will make it. It's important to use your gifts and money to help people, as Rachel taught me in Lord of the Beans and Space to Final Frontier. And Newman Raj told me that if you share 5% of your earnings, you can still be rich. You can still be one of the world's or one of your country's richest people if you just share 5% to help out the rest of the community and help the less fortunate. That's all I have to say on the matter. I started working on Twinkle and the Purple Crayon in December 27th, and I'll finish writing it tomorrow, or on the day after tomorrow. Hope you subscribe and you like my message. Gotta save the Earth and future generations of snow.